Are you ready to retire? I mean, are you really ready to retire? Now, I know that's a loaded question, but if you are 50 or older, it's crucial to know what retirement is going to look like for you. Damon Roberts of Acute Financial, he is here this morning. He and his business partner, Matt, they co-host a radio show called Winning with Money Radio on KFYI Saturdays at noon. But today he's here to help you get ready for retirement. So good to see you. So based on your experience, and for those who are watching this morning who are 50 and older, how many people do you think really know the answer to that question?
You know, it's interesting you ask that because we ask clients typically a couple of questions, and we'll ask them, when do you want to retire? And obviously the answer is always tomorrow, right? But then we'll ask them, are you ready to retire? And they look at us and kind of like, well, isn't that why I'm here to see you, right?
Right.
And the reality is retirement has become a lot more difficult to understand because people are no longer retiring with pensions. It used to be that your Social Security and your pension would make up most of your retirement income needs. And now you have Social Security that might make up 30 to 50% of your income needs, and now it's your investments that have to make up the rest.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. So how do we know, you know, when we're looking at our portfolios, how do we know if we're ready to retire, and where do we start?
Well, you start with someone like us, or obviously start with us. We do a retirement readiness review for this exact reason. We help people to understand where they're at, the good and the bad of that, and where they need to go. They need to build a retirement plan. For example, I've got a couple of clients that came to see me in this last month. Both of them worked for American Express for the last 20, 25 years, and both of them were part of a recent downsizing. And the one had been our client, came to us 3 or 4 years ago. We built a comprehensive plan. They understood when they needed to draw Social Security, how they needed to do it, how their income would provide the extra income that they needed, how taxes would work, and all of that. So this transition was really an easy thing. But the other client came to see us after all of this happened. And while she'd done a good job of saving, she had no idea if she had enough, if she was ready. She didn't know about Social Security and Medicare and all these other things.
And they were about the same age?
Yes, they were both over 60, about 63 years old, so it was a good time for them. But the one had a tremendous amount of stress, the other didn't. And bottom line is you need a plan that's customized to you.
And I like what you said, because we think we're doing everything right. We think we're putting money away, and we think we're ready for that, you know, the big retirement day, and we're really not. So when you talk to clients, what do you feel is the biggest misconception that people make who are nearing retirement?
I would have to say that the biggest misconception is the amount of risk that they think they have in their current portfolios. Most people will come in and say, we have a moderate conservative portfolio, and if the market takes a downturn, we're going to be okay. But as we peel back the layers for them, most people, I would say 80%, are surprised that they have way too much risk, and if the market doesn't cooperate, that they'll be in trouble.
And that's why we need an expert, because I don't think we always know those risks. They're hidden.
There's a lot of hidden risk. There's, you know, people, for example, people that will have a portfolio of mutual funds with 20 of them, and 15 of the 20 are holding the same funds without correlation.
So diversify too, right? That's what you say.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's give you some information. That's the question of the day. Are you ready to retire? If you're not sure, Damon is making it so easy for you to find out. He's offering you a complimentary retirement readiness review for anyone who calls in the next 15 minutes and qualifies. So you got 15 minutes. The clock starts now. You must qualify for that offer. The number 480-620-6907 is the number to call. You can also visit acutefinancial.org for more information.